Hey, this is me with no makeup, a few blemishes, freckles, dark circles, and some redness around the nose. Watch this from this no makeup face to this no makeup look in 10 minutes. The most important part, no foundation, heat proof, gym workout proof, 10K steps proof, summer proof, and only minimal makeup products. Okay, let's begin. First, it's hot summer, so moisture inside and out, and this serum makes the skin look just soft, fresh, and almost like glass skin. It gives all day hydration without greasiness. I actually took a pause from that serum, and honestly, that was my mistake. Now I can really feel how lightweight the formula is, and I don't feel any makeup sitting on top of my face. It helps maintain a healthy moisture barrier, and it has earned a permanent spot in my routine. So you can see I've already used half of the bottle. Definitely a huge recommendation for mature skin, dry skin, and especially oily skin, because this one is lightweight. Apply it with the tapping motions all over the face, don't stretch the skin, and don't rub. When it absorbs like this, and the skin feels just a little bit tacky, you can go to the next step of your night skincare routine or your makeup. Next. To even out my skin tone, I'm going to use an SPF with a blurring effect. It has a matte velvety finish. It gives me a non-sticky, non-shine, non-greasy look. The texture is like a mousse. So strange, I know. Apply about 2 fingers of SPF, and that's normal. I'll show you how to use it. First, let me show you how it blurs the pore. I'm obsessed with this new generation of SPF. We can definitely forget the white cast, the sticky layer, and that heavy feeling on the skin. Look at the difference. Huge. Actually, I also love the glowing skin effect from the serum, but let's be realistic, that alone will not survive the gym, the sun, and the heat. And also, it's a little bit dangerous to go out without SPF, right? Okay, my method is this. I apply SPF to the center of the face first in a thin, light layer, blend it in, wait, and while I'm waiting, I work on the other areas, the forehead or the chin. So then, think of the face in the 4 parts, forehead, chin, and 2 cheeks. Apply SPF properly, don't skip even 1 millimeter of the face, be focused. Then, for the second layer, pay more attention to the highest points of the face. My SPF map is mainly the center of the face especially, and I'm also going to use the same SPF, almost like a concealer, yeah. And look, this one doesn't sting my eyes. I've had moments before when SPF burned my eyes so badly. I was sweating, it somehow got into my eyes, and I just couldn't handle it. But this one is okay. It has never happened with this SPF. So it feels the texture of the skin, pores, fine lines, and it evens everything out. I love it. It looks like you applied foundation, but it's transparent on the skin, so I think it works like this because this SPF is a mineral one. It's not SPF 50, it's SPF 40, but for me that's okay too. And then let it dry down. To speed up the process, I'm using a hand fan. I also get some comments like, but I have blemishes. So here's what I do. I use a very small brush and a concealer or foundation with a medium coverage, but something that is not visible on the skin. I apply it only on the blemish and then tap it into the skin. Also, when I woke up today, somehow one eye had these blue veins here. Usually I don't care, but today the difference was pretty visible. So I decided to add a tiny bit of concealer just to the inner corner to make it less noticeable. So then I melt it into the skin with a warm fingertip and smooth out all the borders. That's it. Next step is natural lip shaping. I chose the most natural color for blending. It could even be the same shade as your contour stick, for example. I apply a blurry lip liner along the lip contour and make it more intense in the corners of the lips. Then just blend it well with your fingers, no special blending technique here, just go around your natural lip shape. Also, I call a brown pencil the 6-in-1 shampoo for men. Lip liner, eye makeup, face contour, freckles, eyeliners, and if you are not blonde, even brows, literally everything. I let a little dab along the lash line and make sure I blend it really well, like my natural shadow. This makes the eyes look a little bit bigger and more defined. I'm going to do the same on the upper lid. Draw a line along the lash line and blend it well with a warm fingertip. This adds more contrast to the look because I'm low contrast and without makeup I can look a little bit like a pale girl with no life. And all pale girls can approve my words, but you can skip this step if you don't want to do eye makeup. By the way, you can also do contouring with the same pencil. It has this blurry texture, and that makes a huge difference compared to classic pencil. I apply it to the temples to define my bone structure. I have this little hollow here, and then I just swipe it a few times along the cheekbone. Make sure you don't apply it too low, not where your teeth meet when your mouth is closed. And what I found extremely comfortable is doing nose contouring with this kind of pencils. I go along the sides of the nose, right up to the brows, and blend it seamlessly with my fingertips. That's it. Everything blends like a dream, no brush needed, nothing. And because we apply the velvety SPF first, it actually helps make everything on top look smoother. But for those who have a sensitive skin or don't like using products that are not designed for the face, you can use a foundation stick in a darker shade. My perfect match is this one. All colors will be in the description, so I just paint it onto the brush first and then go over the face. See? Not too much product, just a light touch. You shouldn't really see that we applied anything. Just dab, 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 that's it. For the lips, I'm going to use a lip serum. I don't like anything heavy. When it absorbs, it leaves this beautiful dusty rose color, exactly like I naturally have on my lips, but better. So this is the perfect color for all like summers kinds of girls. And the star of the show is powder with, guess what? Exactly, blurring effect too. So this one is my personal favorite because it smooths out everything on the face. Even if your foundation isn't perfect, this powder knows the job. So today we have no foundation, just SPF and then powder on top. And you know what? This is a magical thing, an illusion of depth, and you see it. My forehead is just matte, no pores anymore. Don't get me wrong, I love my texture, but sometimes there are days when you just want to look perfect in real life without thousands of layers of products, right? Dip into the powder, tap it into the brush, and then dab it into the face. Go upward, lifting, like you are continuing the lower lash line. If you don't want to contour, skip it. It's fine. But you can do reverse contouring. Go through the light, not the shadow. And I apply powder under the cheekbone to create the illusion of structure. See? Very old school tip, OG. But it's that good, a basic one that always works. Take a screenshot of this powder, I love it. Literally the best of the best, always works. Next, eyebrows. I have very pale tips, so let's just fill them in. Usually we start by filling just a few tiny areas and somehow we end up with the full glam eyebrows, right? And then we have to add more attention to the eyes, then to the lips, and suddenly we finish with a full glam makeup. So my hack is to look at the eyebrows from a distance first, fill in only a few empty spots, and then look closer and make sure the edges and transition are smooth. And don't touch anything else. Follow the natural direction of the hair growth. I also like to use this marker because it imitates hair-like strokes. And the shade is perfect for me. Not orange, not yellow, not gray, just the right neutral blonde. I add a few strokes to the beginning of the brows as well. So the most difficult part is to stop at the right moment, brush them out and move on. I know this is the most hardest thing in no makeup looks. To stop at the right moment, to add only this and that, only where it's needed. Yeah. Okay, now let's talk about mascara. I'm obsessed with this brown mascara from YSL. It survives the heat, even with my hooded lids. It doesn't smudge, it gives a fluffy look, and it's not clumpy. And it makes the eye color pop. I wiggle the wand at the roots of the lashes, and if I want to build up the effect or make it a little more dramatic, I just blink into the wand as much as I need. And this is the most comfortable way to coat the lashes without making a mess around the eyes. And the last step is blush. Not really rosy, more like a rosy peach orange shade, something in between. So my natural blush usually covers my cheeks in this triangle shape, like I'm showing you here. And if you are looking for a more lifting technique, apply it to the highest point of the cheek and blend it toward the temple area. But I'll stick to a more natural kind of makeup today. I also add it to the nose. It always looks cute to me. And I add a little bit to the outer corners of the eyes. I use only the side part of the brush and hold it perpendicular to the lids. It's easy and simple, see? No need for any extra. And I apply it right in the middle of the hooded part just to make it look less heavy. And this is my final natural makeup look with no foundation. No heavy layers, no mask, no perfect skin filter. Just real skin, but softer, fresher. And this is kind of makeup I love the most when people don't see the makeup first. And they just see you looking rested, healthy, and put together. And yes, I survived the heat, the gym, the steps, and real life. So save this if you also want no foundation summer routine that actually works. Thank you so much for watching, and I see you later. Bye.